Namaste. Let us continue on my thesis, Study of Self-Managed Teams Towards Achieving Manufacturing Plant Deliverables and Autonomy, a special reference to selective Indian industries. In 1996, J. Richard Hackman, the social system developed with the right environment, he suggested traditional scientific theories and models are tightly linked to the specific external cause and an alternate kind of theorizing is needed. Simultaneously, the number of first-line supervisors needed has been found to be less than in a more traditional work environment because the SMWT members handle a large portion of the management responsibilities. Thus, the employees within the SMWT has been found to perform at a higher level and at lower cost than employees within more traditional work environment. Compensation, organization policies and government regulations are few environmental factors which make SMT fail. Failure of the Udola plant and the Numi plant are due to competition and organizational politics. However, there are few organizations that stick to values and face the difficult period with changing the strides. They are Southwest Airlines and Tata. Environments are of two types, negative and positive. Negative impacts mostly we find. With the transformation, we must embrace the self-managed team concept and create an environment that fosters autonomy and accountability. The need has become more urgent after the COVID pandemic, which has caused a global economic downturn, and with the continued rise of Industry 4.0 and 5.0, super workers will require even more greater autonomy. Employee satisfaction and expectation of rewards play a very key role in shaping the work environment. This includes factors like supervisor, work groups, and how rewards are evaluated using PQDSM. 5 points highlight this. 1. Traditional and human resources accounting, considering both wages and intangible benefit and losses from workplace conflict. Second, corporate social accounting is more growing, relying on the factors that affect both finances and economics. Third, economists now see the need to separate the cost and output of labor and from those of capital and technology. Fourth, managers are increasing using behavioral assessment to monitor and understand the cost of negative events like accidents, illness, absenteeism, and turnover. The fifth one is gain sharing wage plans and reward systems like Sacknian plans. It requires careful accounting of gains and savings beyond just direct improvements in productivity and quality. The ultimate question is always whether the end justifies the means. Now let us see the analysis from my thesis. From the above table, it is found that the R-square value is 0.159, which infers that the independent variable commitment cohesion trust creates 15.9 variance over the dependent variable. Environment is collectively influence of those independent variables. Environment is confirmed through ANOVA values. From the above table, it is also found that the F is 29.9. P is significant at 5% level. This designates that the significant influence of SMI, self-managed individual interactions over the environment. In order to identify the individual influence of independent variable, the following coefficient table is extracted from the regression analysis. When we see results of SCM, we find self-managed team interaction is 1.9, team characteristics is 0.8, and self-managed team is 1.8 are very high towards environment. Environmental with plant deliverables is 0.08 and with autonomy is 0.29. Environment has a greater impact on autonomy. To conclude, let us hear what Steve Jobs of Apple wants to say.
Where you've got incredibly talented people that are also rare and in demand, if you don't treat them right, they can go get another job in 10 minutes. So this strange thing happens, which is that the hierarchy of power inverts. And the CEO is actually at the bottom. So I sort of feel like I work for most of these people because they're the ones that are doing all the brilliant work. The best people are very hard to come by, and so it's management's job to support them because they're on the front lines doing the work. So that's kind of how we run the place. We do that by creating the right environment, a very rich environment, and removing obstacles out of their way, and putting together the right teams of people together and getting the right projects, keeping the quality levels very high, both in terms of people and strategy and projects, those kinds of things.
Jai Hind.